cucina in Italian means my kitchen. And la prima cosa, the first thing that we need to do today is to put on the fadale. And fadale in Italian means apron. And what I have chosen today is this beautiful butterfly. This beautiful butterfly, all full of colors, because we are very colorful people. And boy, do I have something amazing to show you today. I'm so excited about this. This is a hummus. It's a wonderful, delicious hummus. And what I am going to be utilizing today is going to be, we're going to be utilizing something else besides the chickpeas. Yes, this is an Israeli style hummus. So what we're going to be utilizing today is going to be, I am personally going to be utilizing 2 cups of cooked, I cooked these. And then each one of these guys, yes, I sat here and went through every single one of this and removed the skins. Because if you want a good, smooth hummus, you need to remove the skins. It's a daunting thing, but if you do it underwater, after you cook them and you keep them underwater, it makes it a lot easier to remove the skins if you're using fresh. If you're using canned, I highly suggest you to also remove the skins. But before we do any of this, I'm going to be showing you step by step. So we're going if you're going to, you could be utilizing a can of chickpeas. I'm going to be utilizing fresh chickpeas. I'm also going to be utilizing a cooked carrot that I already boiled. I'm also going to be utilizing some tahini. We're going to be utilizing a lot of garlic. It's going to seem to be like a lot of garlic, but garlic's very good. It's high in antioxidants and it's very, very good for you. And we're going to be utilizing garlic. We're going to be utilizing a little bit of water. We're going to be utilizing some lemon juice. We're going to be utilizing a little bit of cumin. And then I am going to be also utilizing some toasted sesame. Now the toasted sesame, this is, okay, these 3 things that I'm going to show you is going to be optional. But if you really want to have that kind of a flavor, I implore you to use them. So let me put on my glasses here, because what I have here is I have organic toasted sesame. Organic toasted sesame, this is what's going to be on the topping, and I'm going to show you from start to finish. And then what I have here is, you really guys have to really try this, is Zatar, Z-A''A''T-A''R. It is a Galilea aromatic blend from Israel. And it is fantastic and delicious, yum. And I'm also going to put in a little bit of pomegranate. I have some pomegranate organic molasses. And this is what's going to be on the topping, but I'm going to show that to you, okay? So we're not going to be utilizing that to be making this hummus. All right, so let me take my glasses off, because what I want to show you first is that to get yourself a nice little, bullet, whatever you have. And what I want you to, we're going to be utilizing this because we have to make this step, because this is the step that's going to be going into our food processor. Okay, so the first thing that I want to do over here is I want to bring your attention to the garlic. I know this is going to be a lot of garlic, guys, and I'm using 2, 4, 6 cloves of garlic. 6 cloves of garlic. Be patient. Be patient. Garlic is very good for vampires. They're all going to run away from you. Well, that's what my grandmother used to tell me. She said, eat a lot of garlic. It's good for you. You'll never have any problems with vampires. I'm like, what are vampires? Oh, my grandmother has such a great sense of humor. I talk a lot about my family because, that's what we have in our lives is our family. And it's amazing how many memories, they come flooding in your head. So what I'm doing, guys, this is very simple transaction. I am just going to be mushing the wonderful garlic. I'm just going to be mushing it. Boom. And boom. Easy transaction. And boom. You see that? This is so easy. You're going to go, what? But then you're going to be the queen of entertainment. Because, if I were to have you over to my home, I'm going to show you how I will serve this. Okay, so right now what I want is I want my 6 cloves of garlic. 6 cloves of garlic. Let me grab myself a little thing here to clean my hands. Make sure you have your little, you know, the little thing that I always tell you to make it a lot easier for you to throw things away into the garbage. Okay. So now to this 6 cloves of garlic, okay, what I want to do to this cloves of garlic is that I am going to add a third quarter cup of lemon juice. So I already started squeezing my lemon, and I don't know if I quite have a quarter cup. Well, it'd be good if I were to take the top off. Hey, listen guys, we gotta have fun. Life is too short. Okay, I am short. Boy, I thought I had it together, but you know what? Sometimes you have it together and sometimes you don't, and that's okay. That's okay. Because, you know, stress, I talk about stress. Stress is not good for us. Because what happens, research this, and it was a research done by a doctor because wanted to know what the stress really does for us. And what stress, when you're stressed, your blood lines, your veins, they all contract, and it stops the blood flow. Yes, read about it. You don't believe me? Read about it. Okay, so now I got my wonderful lemon here because I really need a whole entire third cup here. And here's the thing, if you get more extra lemon, you know, this was soy sauce. I washed the bottle, you know how I am about throwing things away. And then when I want extra lemons, I squeeze them and I put them in here, and I always have lemon juice. And it keeps very well. You know, why throw a perfectly great bottle? I talk about how my grandfather, you know, he would never throw anything away. Okay, so I think that that's going to do it. Okay, this is a third cup of lemon juice that's going to go into the 6 cloves of garlic. Okay, done. We're finished with the lemon. We're finished with these guys. I can get this out of my way now. All right, now to this right here, what I want to do is I want to come in here, and I'm just going to give it a tablespoon of water, just a tablespoon of water. All right, and then what I want to do is you're going to get yourself a nice little drainy thing like so, because what we're going to do is we're going to take it from here to here, we're going to drain, and I'm going to tell you what else to do. All right, very simple transaction, very, very easy, guys. Okay, so what you want to do is you really want this guy to rock and roll. Rock and roll to your soul, rock and roll to your soul. So now that we have this wonderful deliciousness right here, we're done with this part right here. Get this out of the way. I'm going to move my food processor over here. Okay, so now that we have this, and that smells a lot of garlic and lemon, that's exactly what we're looking for. And what we want to do now is you want to get yourself a spatula, and you want to, you know, get the juice. Okay, so far so good. Okay, guys. And then what you want to do is you want to come in here and you want to squeeze as much as this liquid as possible. You want to really squeeze the wonderful garlic, because this garlic, you want that juice of this garlic with this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful lemon juice. So now this is done. We're finished with this. Okay, so to the next phase. Now we have this wonderfulness. All right, so now to this I have my tahini. To this tahini, I'm going to be using, I'm telling you, me and the tops. I should have had my husband opened it. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, I know how this is going to go, so I think I'm just going to, all right. I might have to get him, but he's shy. He's not going to come on here. All right. I'm telling you, man, oh, jeez, oh whiz. All right, so I'm going to use the knife. Watch out. It could be dangerous. All right, I got it open. I was determined to get it open. All right, so to this, I want 2/3 cups, so I have 1/3 cup over here, and then I'm going to get another 1/3 cup. So I want 2/3 cups of this wonderful tahini. Okay, I am done with the tahini. Super easy transaction. All right, to this tahini, what we're gonna do is get yourself a little shifuli, and what we wanna do is we wanna mix this like so. Yes, it's gonna look yucky, but you know what? It's part of this. All right, so now that we have this over here, okay, so what we have here is what I just showed you, and you see it's starting to get thickened, okay, it's starting to get thickened. Look at that, it's starting to get thickened, guys. You see how it's starting to get thickened? All right, now to this, what I want to do is I want to keep my water on the side. So get your water on the side. Now what I want to do is I want to come in here. I want to add my carrots right in here. And then I am personally going to add 2 cups of the chickpeas. You don't have to have 2 cups. You can use a can, but at this house, we eat hummus every week. We love hummus, and hummus is good for me, and I love it. Okay, so now to this right here, I have some cumin, and what I want to do at this time, guys, is I want to come in here and I want to put a half a teaspoon of cumin. Half a teaspoon of cumin. We are done with that super easy transaction. All right, so what I want to do with this is I want to start grinding this. Now, the reason that I'm using fresh chickpeas because I wanted to show you the difference on, you know, how we've been using cans, but I wanted to show you how for you to do it with fresh chickpeas. All right, as you can see, it's pretty thick. You know, it's pretty thick. So where is my spatula? So what I want to do is I want to bring this down like so. Okay, bring it down like so. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to add this tahini with the lemon. And it looks thick, guys. You see how it looks thick? You see how thick it is? You see how thick it is? It's thick. But it's okay. Don't start worrying about it, guys. Don't worry about it. It's going to be thick. But that is the reason why we have the water on the side. Sometimes what I have done I've done it with warm water, I've done it with cool water, and it's just really no big deal. Okay, so now to this, what I want to do here, because I'm not going to add any olive oil on inside of here. The olive oil is going to be as we use it for, and I'll show you that. So what I want to do is I want to start pulsing, and what I would do, guys, is is to use the water. To loosen it up. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, so what I want to do now is I want to get this open again. Again, I'm using that beautiful spot. Where did the spatula go? Here's my spatula, working this down, making sure it works all in here. And, you know, and I always say that the more that hummus it, the better it is. So now what I'm going to come in here, now I'm going to taste it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself another spoon because I want to taste it at this time. Wow. You know, you can taste the lemon. You know, those 6 cloves of garlic that you were so worried about that you will be smelling like garlic, guess what? You barely even taste it. It's all mixed in here so wonderfully and delicious. Okay, so now I want to make it a little thinner. Remember, use little, because if you put it all in there, you cannot take out the water. But you can add more water. So we start small. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, yes. And what you're going to be looking at is, let me move all of these guys, is, you know, it's the consistency, a desired consistency, and that's like a desired consistency. So, you know, you guys can make, you know, and I've done a video on how for you to cook hummus. And hopefully that's going to help you. And it also will save you money. because in that way you're putting in your hummus what you want. All right, so now I'm all done with that, so I'm gonna get this out of the way, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring here my platter, because I'm gonna show you how I am going to be utilizing this. So what I have here, guys, is I have pitas. And these are pitas that I already have in the oven, that I have already, I put them in the oven for them to get nicey. I also have here some carrots and celery, because I really want to show you how to finish this. All right, so now what I would do here is I would get my, where did it go? Where it go? I don't know. I'm looking for my spatula. I love that song. You know, I finally figured it out why that song is in my head. It is from El Zorro. So what I want to do is I just want to come in the middle. I want to come in the middle of the platter. And of course, I don't want to lose my wonderful hummus. And I just want to bring this right in the middle like so. Oh yeah. You know, this can be eaten for breakfast, this could be eaten for lunch, this could be eaten for all kinds of things. So I just wanted to show you what 2 cups of hummus would do. So if you were having a party, if you were having guests over, okay, I would say 2 cups will probably be very, very good. We're, like I said, my husband and I, we really love eating this. We will eat this for breakfast, we will have it for lunch. And I'm Italian, you know, I love eating foods from other countries and other cultures, because, you know, to know other cultures is to understand more, you know? Okay, so now what I want to do is I just want to come in here and I just kind of want to move this. I want to create little crevices, because what I'm going to show you is why I am doing this. And if you were to go to a different country and you will go get, you know, something like this, if you will go to, you know, to Israel or other countries that they, you know, that they really embrace hummus, and we embrace in this country hummus as well. I have to taste this, guys. It is amazing. You have to try this. So then what I would do over here, guys, is, you know, is I would put a little bit of celery and a little bit of carrot, and, you know, and you know, you can have your own design. You don't have to have your own design. You know, you can just make it any way you want to. Make it pretty, make it not pretty. I like to make things pretty because, you know, when things look pretty, you want to eat them. And you want to eat a lot of them sometimes. Yes, I know. Don't make them so pretty that you can eat the whole platter. I'm telling you. So, you know, something like this. And then what I would do over here is that I would come over here and I would just start putting my pitas, you know, my beautiful pitas, you know, the personality of the pitas. And this is, if I were to have a party, guys, I would have a platter like this. See, I would have a platter like that. You see that? Oh, don't worry about it. I'm going to bring the camera down here because I got to show this to you guys. Because, you know, we work so hard, and why not make it pretty? I know it's daunting, I know it's a lot of work, but just think how wonderful and delicious all this wonderfulness is going to be. Okay, so now that I'm done with my pita, I'm just going to move all of that. And now this is when the olive oil comes in. I want to come in here and make sure that I have my crab. I always like my... For some reason, I always like my vegetables to touch the hummus. It doesn't have to be that way. So then what I want to do now is I want to come over here with a spoon. Get this thing over here. All right, I have some little extra chickpeas that I'm just going to put them in the middle there, just like so, just like that. Because now is when all the wonderful toppings are going to be coming in. So what I want to do right now is I just really want to put the olive oil. And what you want is you want those crevices because you want the olive oil to be inside of there. So when you're taking your wonderful, delicious toasted hot, you know, pita, you can get in there and you can get that olive oil and all those toppings. because the toppings is what makes this whole entire thing. All right, so I have my olive oil. So then what I want to do now is I want to take my sesame seeds and I just want to go like so. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. And now what I want to come in is I want to come in with my za'atar, and I hope that I am saying it correctly for an Italian to speak, to speak this beautiful language. I've never done this beautiful language. I love Israel. I've never been there, but I really want to go. Okay, now I just want to come in here and I just want to go like that. Because this is such an incredible flavor. And it's an incredible amazingness. And why not have an incredible amazingness? Because you're worth it. We are deserving of this and so much more. Okay, and now, okay. And then I give me a really hard time thinking this. And then what I want to do is I want to get a tablespoon right here. And I want to come in here with this pomegranate molasses. And this pomegranate molasses is going to give the sweetness to why not? The sweetness to why not? To sweetness to why not? And I'm just going to use maybe one or two. Just maybe one or two. And now, let me show you what you have made. Let me grab this over here from the floor because, this is a working kitchen. We work here. I cook here. I live here. And I'm going to bring the camera to show this to you guys. Because this is something that you need to see. You see that? Do you see that, guys? Look how beautiful it is. You see that? With only a few ingredients, you can have this. Okay, Belly, that is all I have for you today. Enjoy this wonderful, amazing deliciousness. This Israeli. I hope that I have made my beautiful Israeli friends proud. For an Italian to make this beautiful deliciousness. I want to thank you so much for joining me today at Mia Cucina. And I also want to thank my beautiful sponsor, FARMASI. And it's these wonderful, incredible, amazing products. And I want to thank Cola Harris for sponsoring Elena's Cucina and to make me beautiful. But not only that, it's skincare that doesn't have chemicals. And you know how I feel about chemicals. I don't want chemicals in my body. Okay, bellies. Ciao, ciao. Thank you so much for joining me. Enjoy. Mwah, mwah. Blessings to all of you. Be kind to yourself and loving. Because when you are kind to yourself and loving to yourself, you are able to give to others kindness and love. Blessings to all of you. Mwah, mwah. Ciao, ciao, belly. Ciao, ciao. Love you all. Ciao, ciao, bellies. Ciao, ciao.